7 more shocking retirement statistics. Yikes. Here we go. Number 1. Many Americans are taking out retirement funds early before they can take it out with the, penalties of taxes if you take it out pre-retirement age. 46% of those age 40 to 49 years old have done this. That's almost half of people in their 40s are taking money out of their retirement funds. Now, is this a lack of knowledge? Is this just an emergency? I can't think it'd be an emergency for 40, almost half of people to do this. I mean, 46%? Is it just impulse? Is it something that's like, hey, we're not going to need this money for a long time. Let's just take some money out, man. Let's splurge a little bit. I'm not sure, but is that scary or what? 46%. Number 2, half of millennials and 92% of Gen Zs have no retirement account. Okay, the younger you get, yeah, I can understand it, I guess, but 92% of Gen Zs have no retirement account? What I've heard is that a lot of the younger people just don't think retirement will be there for them. They just don't think it will. I mean, with the state of everything that's going on, you hear stories every week about, retirement this, retirement that, not looking good. So I think what a lot of the younger people have done is they've just written it off. If they retire, great. If not, they're not even planning for it. You got to at least plan for it, right? Come on, guys. Come on, young kids. Let's go. Let's at least put $100 a month, $200 a month to retirement savings. It's not going to kill you. And if you do young enough, by the time you're 30, 35, or 40, you're looking pretty good because that magic of compounding will take over then. Got to do it. Got to do it. Hey, my name is Duane, for those of you seeing me for the first time. For those of you who haven't, I've noticed that almost half of you that watch my channel have not subscribed. So if I've ever given you any kind of value from these videos, please subscribe. It's free. And also, this is a channel for people on moderate income. I don't know of any other channels, retirement channels out there that are targeting people of moderate income. So this would really help me get the message out if you do. And if you like the video, please like it as well. And again, subscribing is free, guys. You got nothing to lose. Thank you. Appreciate it. So let's go to number 3. Social Security is only funded through the year 2035. Now, will the government do something before then? Sure, they probably will. But will it be fully funded? Will we have to take some kind of reduced amount? And what about the people that haven't applied for Social Security by then? How's that going to affect them? Is their monthly payment going to be, let's say, 75% less than what, those who retired before got? Who knows? Who has any idea what's going to happen to that? But it is only funded through 2035. You're talking 12 years from now, almost 11. We're almost to 2024. What's going to happen by then? We don't know. So to me, that just means save when you can, which is now. Start doing it now. Don't wait. Even a little bit a month will help you guys. Even a little bit a month. Start doing it. Number 4, 38% of those saving for retirement do not invest in the stock market. With what's been going on the last couple of years, I guess I can understand that sentiment. But over a long period of time, stocks have averaged returning around 10%. If you look at it on a decade basis, not a year-by-year basis. And it's consistently shown that that is the best, easiest way to make your money grow. 38% are not invested in the stock market. Look, I get it. You're scared for the last couple of years. It's easy to do, but at least put some of your retirement savings in the stock market. You got to do it unless they come up with some drastically better method for making your money grow instead of just putting it in a mattress. Stock market's where it's at. So if you want to even, if you want to be conservative with, let's say, 30% of your retirement funds, don't put them in the stock market, but put the majority in there, guys, so it will grow. The more the better. The younger you are, the more stocks you can have because you have all that time to make up if something does go wrong, like 2008, right? You can make that up if you're young. But please, please, please invest in the stock market. Over the long term, it will really help. Number 5, assisted living is very costly. It's averaging $4,000 a month. I totally get it. We had to unfortunately put my mom in an assisted living place a couple years before she passed on. The first one we went into, she had a stroke and the hospital suggested some places she could go. First one that would take her was $11,000 a month. Yeah, we got out of there quick. I didn't have time to research and everything before we had to put her in that one. Once we did our research, we were luckily able to get something about $4,500 a month. But assisted living, which a lot of us will unfortunately have to deal with later in life, it's expensive. Very expensive. It's another retirement statistic. Assisted living, expensive. And if you have to go to a nursing home, even more expensive. So what does that mean? Plan for these. If you don't have long-term, health insurance, or long-term care insurance, you might consider getting that. I haven't got it yet, but I'm considering it. I am seriously considering it because the cost is only going to go up as the years go by, right? Think about it. That's expensive. Luckily, with my mom, she was a veteran, so we had part of that covered. But a lot of people aren't veterans. You're going to have to handle that out of pocket. Think about it. Number 6, not all Americans have retirement plans. 33% of Americans do not have retirement plans. Okay, I can get it if you're living, say, minimum wage lifestyle. Very, very hard to save for retirement. If you're making a little bit more than that, yes, it's still hard. But there are ways to get around that. Cut back here, cut back there, a little bit. Even if you can contribute a little bit to a retirement account. Let's say starting at the age of 40, like me, I waited too long. Even a little bit. By the time you retire, you'll at least have a little nest egg there that will help you in addition to your Social Security payment. Even a little bit helps. Everyone should have some kind of retirement account. Even if it's very small, even if it's tough at first, you got to do it. Number 7, only 26% of workers have a backup plan if forced to retire early. Now, what is a backup plan? Savings, disability, long-term care. It's hard to think that you might be forced out of the job environment before you're ready to retire, right? But it happens all the time. I got laid off twice. First time, totally out of the blue. I wasn't at retirement age yet, but it just floored me. I was with the company almost 20 years. Did I think that was going to happen to me? No. So you never know when something like that will happen. The second time, yeah, I saw it coming because our company just wasn't doing very well. But you never know. The first time I had it, almost 20 years with the company, great reviews. What happened to us is they decided to cut out our whole division. A whole division was cut. Hundreds of people got laid off at the same time. Didn't see that coming. So what I'm saying, guys, is that could happen at any time. You have to be prepared for that. Have your emergency savings. Instead of 3 to 6 months, make it a year if you can. So you can land on your feet. Luckily, I got a good severance package, but that doesn't always happen. The company I was at was very generous. If your company's not doing well, they can't be generous. So you got to plan for all this stuff. You never know when you can be forced to retire early. Plan ahead. Put it in your planning. If you think you have enough, okay, I'm going to retire at 62, I'm going to need this. What happens if you're forced out at 60? Plan for that. I know it's painful, but it will come back and it will help you in the end if, God forbid, you get laid off like I did, but not at an early age, at an almost retirement age. You got to plan for all this stuff, guys. You got to plan for it. So there you go. That's what I got. Kind of gloomy, I know, but we can combat that. We can plan ahead. Just plan ahead as always, guys. If you do that, we got this.